Okay, so one of the biggest things you're going to use here, or a thing that's going to help you a whole lot, is Webadvisor. And I want you all to be very, very familiar with Webadvisor by the time you leave this class, and hopefully by next semester when it comes time to register, because you can use this to register. You can cut back on lines that we have out here when we register. You can print your transcript, your course schedules, all that stuff that you're trying to find a faculty member to say, hey, look, can you print my schedule? I lost my transcript, lost my tracking sheet. Can you help me out? You have access to all that stuff. You have access to the ability to register yourselves. You have access to checking the course schedules. It's a lot of good stuff you can do with Webadvisor, and I want you to be real familiar with it. So follow along here as I go to Webadvisor. Down here on the very bottom, I will click there. There's a sequence of steps that we'll have to go through, but the very next thing I want to do is at the top. You can see my link is purple because I click on it so much that I'll click on Go to Webadvisor. Now where we'll come to first is this Webadvisor main page, and you'll see it goes with prospective students, faculty, and employees. You see here we're still guests. It says welcome guest. Well, I don't want to be a guest. I want to log in. I want to see my stuff. You want to see your stuff, right? So I'll go here to log in. It asks for user ID and password. Now, your user ID is going to be the same as Blackboard. Your first initial, your last name, and the last three digits of your student ID. Now, keep in mind for the password, it's a little different. And here's the difference. Okay, for Webadvisor, the password is just the last four of your Social Security number. But keep in mind one thing when you enter this. Now, so the first time you log into Webadvisor, you will be required to change your password. So you're going to log in with those last four digits of your Social Security number once. As soon as you get in, it's going to make you change your password. If you've already been in once, you've already changed that password. So if you don't remember it, there's certain things we can do. You'll have to get in touch with me, but if it's your first time, those four digits will work. Okay. So now let's go back to Webadvisor and see what's going on there. I'm going to log in using my password now. Okay. And once I log in, it shows me my name. What you will see is not the employees or faculty menu, but what you will see is the student menu. And there's a lot of helpful things we can do with this program. And let me make this a little bigger so we can see it a little easier. So I hope everybody can see this, as you're only going to be looking at part of the screen, but I do want to show you what we can do with it. Now let's take a look. Like for me, let's look at my account summary by turn. Shows I don't owe anything, right? I have a zero balance. Nice. Okay, so that shows my account summary. Next thing, let's check on my financial aid status. I have no activity. Okay. Let's email my advisor. I can do that. You know, and here's the thing during registration. You can register in drop sections, or you can register for sections. Okay, let's search for sections. Okay, and here the only thing that I really have to do here is to click on my term, which is going to be 2010 fall right now. And let's say I'm just looking at taking an English class. Okay, now if I put in like course number, let's say I wanted English 111, it would only show me the English 111 courses. If I put in nothing for English, it's going to pull up every English that we offer. It also gives me some other stuff. Let's see, sections meeting after certain days of time, or sections ending before certain times. So if I can only take classes on certain days, it will only pull up those classes that meet on those certain days. If I only take certain instructors, I can put in just instructor's name. But anyway, there's a lot of ways we can modify that. But when I click submit, it's going to show me now, by the way I had it set up, all the ENG prefix classes that we teach. And you can see here that all of these classes are full or closed. It also shows me that's page 1 of 3. I can keep on going to the next page. Nice. and I see that everything is closed except for this English 102, which is still open. So that's one thing I can do, is search for classes. Of course, if I tried to register for that class now, it would tell me, oh no, it's too late. The registration period is passed. Now, one thing you will need to remember when you do go to register for the spring semester is, if you do want to register yourself on Webadvisor, okay, it gives you that power to choose when you want the class, to get in early, because everybody else, a lot of other people, I don't see everybody else, will also be registering themselves. So you can get into those classes that fill up by the time you wait in the lines, if that makes sense. But here's the key: you have to meet with your advisor. When you meet with your advisor, you have to meet with them prior to registering using Webadvisor. If you don't, if your advisor has not entered a code allowing you to register yourself using Webadvisor, when you try to register for a class, it will give you an error message. Okay, so that's why you have to have that code. You'll have to meet with the advisor. Once he puts in a code for you to register, you will be able to have access for the duration of that registration period. So then the next time registration rolls around, you have to do the same thing again. And the idea is that students do have to meet with the advisors so that the students have some idea of what they need to take, and but it still gives them the power to control their educational destiny, if you will. Some other things you can click on is your profile. You can see your class schedule. If I click on that for me, I want to see my class schedule for fall. Well, it says you're not taking any classes. All right, let me go. I can't go back, but this past year, so it won't let me go back to when I was taking classes. So let's talk about what we're going to do for our thing, because we've already installed PDF Redirect right on our computer, so we've already got it there. So let's just take a look at any three screens. That's what I'm telling you. Click on Test Summary. It says there I haven't taken the test. So I'll go over here to File, Print. I'll use PDF Redirect. Click Print. Okay. And it'll pop up in my PDF reader. And you see that all my old merge files are still there. So I'm going to get rid of all these things that I used to give you an example here. Just going to click on this and it'll take them away. So the only thing I've got is that first page of what I'm printing right there. Make sense? Still got that printout. Alright, now I'm going to go back a page and let's go to register for sections. I want to show you that I can register here. So I'll click on this, click on Health, and let's say I want to register. I'll pull up my Health sections. Alright, I'm going to print that. Okay, and you can see my PDF Redirect file right here and right here. All I am looking to do, folks, and with this whole assignment, is to verify that you have gone in, you have accessed Webadvisor, and you have pulled up any three screens within Webadvisor, and you've made that file and sent it to me. That's all I'm looking for, that you've gone through and made three screens. So I say let's go back and look at account summary. Let's say there's my account summary. Let me go to File, let me print that. Using PDF Redirect, I'll print it, and voila, there we go. I'll call this by my file naming convention now, because remember I asked you to name it a certain name, right? What was that? I asked us to name it Webadvisor Assignment and then I'm going to save it. Okay, so once I save it, I'll get a merge file and I'll see what I just sent in. This, there's my 3 pages, and I say okay, let me send that to my instructor. Well, that's what the next video is going to show you, folks. The next video is going to show you how to use that assignment function link to send this that we saved on the desktop. Where did we save it? On the desktop. Let me show you if you don't believe me. Back to my desktop with all these files, and I see them right there. There's my Webadvisor assignment. So keep in mind that's where it is. When we go see video number 3, we're gonna pull it up and we're gonna show you how to use that assignment feature within Blackboard. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in video number 3.